The West LA shelter just contacted me, and they have a 3-year-old. They don't know what to even make of her mix. They say possibly Cocker Spaniel, but she's a mystery mutt at this point. They say she's very sweet, but she's also very sensitive, and she's not doing well in the shelter environment. Are you the one being loud? Are you the one being loud? Uh-huh. I can hear you all the way down there.
Having spent her entire life bouncing between shelters, the streets, and unstable homes, Maggie is a sad example of a dog who has fallen through the cracks. And now those years of instability are taking a toll on her emotional well-being.
Come on. You are nervous, aren't you? Were you on the street? Yeah, for a while, weren't you? Don't worry. That won't happen again. Come on, let's go for a ride.
In order to thrive, a dog like Maggie needs the safety and stability of a forever family. And for Linda and Florence, family always comes first.
We're in Dana Point, California. It's a beautiful, laid-back beach town.
We moved here almost 2 years ago. We've been together over 20 years now.
We like to hang out with family and with friends. Linda plays a little piano. I play a little drums. We read, watch movies, the usual.
But last year, their household grew smaller after the loss of their beloved golden retriever, Sandra D.
She was a member of the family. The grandkids loved her. She was a sweet, gentle dog.
We have been looking, trying to find a new dog. Our ideal dog would be loving and friendly and a good companion, good part of the family.
But Maggie's journey to a forever home starts with a trip to the vet.
Hey, Kelly.
Hi, how are you?
Good. I got Maggie right here. She has an appointment with Dr. Nardi.
Alrighty, she's expecting you. Come on over. Hi.
Hey, Dr. Nardi.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Hi. Who do we have here?
I got Maggie. I just got her from the shelter. She's obviously kind of nervous right now. The shelter warned me of this.
Okay.
But I just wanted you to give her a once-over and tell me what you think about her overall.
You are a little nervous, huh?
Yeah,
You're shaking a little bit.
She's been shaking since the moment I got her.
Let's take a look at her. Good. Eyes are nice and clear. It looks like she's definitely got an infection in her right ear. Yeah, definitely an infection in the left ear as well.
Okay.
There's quite a bit of brown debris in both ears. Ear infections are very common in Spaniels.
Okay.
Any dog that's gonna have the floppy ears, a lot of times moisture gets trapped and they get infections. Overall, she looks very good.
Okay.
What I'd like to do at this point, I'd like to take her in back. I'm going to run a test on the samples I got. We'll check for yeast, bacteria, see what's growing in her ears. And then we'll do a nice deep ear cleaning, and then we'll send her with some medication.
Okay, perfect.
All right,
How'd
she
she do?
did excellent. She's so good. Her ears cleaned up so nicely because of the way her ears fall, long and floppy. You're gonna wanna clean her ears. So we have a medicated cleanser we'll send you with. When you do it, you're gonna just fill her ear up, like you're filling up a cup, massage, and you're just gonna wipe away with a cotton ball.
Okay.
Okay, so did you have any other questions?
No.
Okay, well, let's do a follow-up with her in a week, just so we can make sure the infection is completely gone.
Perfect.
Okay?
I'll see you then.
Sounds good.
Thanks, Dr. Nardi.
You're welcome.
Come on, Maggie.
After a quick trip to the groomers, where Maggie receives her red training collar, it's back to the ranch to meet the rest of the pack.
Make her feel welcome, guys. She's nervous. Maggie, come here. Go slow. Go on. Take a look around. You're safe here. Welcome to the Lucky Dog Ranch. All right. Class is now in session.
The next morning, Maggie's training officially kicks off with her evaluation.
Today I'll be doing Maggie's assessment of her knowledge of the 7 common commands, which are sit, stay, down, come, off, heel, and no. So the first thing I asked her to do was sit. Do you know a sit? And she does not sit. Can you come? Maggie, come on.
Being a stray, Maggie's lack of training is no surprise.
I'll take that as a no.
But it's her underlying anxiety issues that concern Brandon the most.
She seems like a nervous Nellie. She doesn't seem to want to learn, and she doesn't seem to like being in the moment when I'm training her. This could be a number of things. It could be her personality. It could be something from her past. At this point, I honestly don't know. Don't be so nervous. You're in a safe place here.
Since arriving at Lucky Dog Ranch, 3-year-old Maggie has exhibited signs of anxiety. And as Brandon steps outside and turns his attention to Spy Cam. he soon discovers the severity of that anxiety runs much deeper than originally anticipated.
Instantly, I hear her start screaming her head off. She started pacing all over the barn. She was scratching at the door. She was definitely nervous.
Brandon immediately breaks into training mode.
My plan of action to train this on her is very simple. I simply shut the door and I wait her out. I wait for a moment of silence. I want her to learn that being calm is what gets her the reward. But she does not give me that moment of silence. Most dogs will calm down for a second or two, no matter how bad their anxiety is, but not Maggie. So tomorrow's a new day. It's time to switch tactics.
Brandon gives Maggie extra social time with the pack, while he makes a quick trip to Dana Point.
Today I'm going to be visiting a couple of potential adopters, Florence and Linda. You can get to know them a little better and get a feel for their lifestyle. They're having a family barbecue and they invited me over. And since Chris from our sponsor Turf Mutt is in town, I figured I'd bring him along.
I work with Brandon to give families guidance about their outdoor space, its appropriateness for a dog and how it might be improved or changed, or if it's just fine.
While Chris checks out the space, Brandon sits down with Florence and Linda.
You ever had a dog before?
Yes, we've had 3 dogs.
Sandra D was our golden retriever that we lost almost a year ago.
So now it's safe to say that there's a huge void in your lives.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And it's time to move on and fill that void.
Yes.
I think so.
What kind of personality traits are you looking for in a dog?
A dog that's probably no more than 30 pounds or so I can pick the dog up and...
A dog that's friendly and relaxed around small children, other dogs, be part of our everyday life.
Everything I'm hearing sounds great, and I do have a dog in mind. However, I'm just barely scratching the surface.
He mentioned that there might be an issue with separation anxiety, which is a concern.
So as time goes on, the more I'll learn about the dog, and the more I'll know if it's adequate for your lifestyle.
After we sat down with Brandon, we had a chance to meet Chris Kaiser.
What a lovely yard, what a terrific space.
Thank you.
The nice thing about Linda and Florence's home is they really do use the backyard. Is this your vegetable garden?
Yes.
Fantastic. What are you growing?
We have lettuce and peppers, herbs.
Herbs?
Yes.
Parsley, cilantro,
Oregano.
basil.
They have fruit trees as well and a huge diversity of plant life, including a lot of flowering plants. And while here, I saw a multitude of butterflies and hummingbirds. Your yard is a perfect Turf Mutt lesson plan. What Turf Mutt teaches us is diversity and appropriateness. Right plant, right place. And you've chosen a bunch of plants that are going to survive your drought climate. Here you need adaptive plants. Plants that can survive with a family, with a dog, give you the environmental benefits you need and exist alongside.
Florence and Linda's backyard proves to be ideal for a new dog, providing ample space and a perfect mix of sun and shade. Although Chris does have one suggestion.
I see you've got a section of synthetic turf here, but what we want you to know is that you can also have a real turf. Buffalo grass, Bermuda, they're tough as nails, they don't need water. The challenge with synthetic turf, it doesn't support biodiversity. It doesn't produce oxygen, it doesn't absorb carbon dioxide. It doesn't help with dissipate the heat island effect. And so what we want to encourage people to do is find a living landscape because there are turf species that will survive. I've got a perfect example in your front yard of actually turf you can have that is good for the environment, it's good for biodiversity, and it will survive the drought. A nice solid patch of green grass.
Yes.
I know you don't water. You've got all kinds of water restrictions here in Dana Point.
1 day a week.
It will go brown, and that's okay, because it's going through its natural plant cycle. It'll go dormant, and it'll spring right back when the rains come, as we know they will. Well, and you want to hold as much of that as possible. That's what turf does. And it'll hold water in place so that a lot of your other plants and trees, frankly, can use it.
All right, we'll be in touch.
When Brandon and I left, I was so happy to report to him it was a terrific environment, great adopters, and it's the perfect spot for a dog.
3-year-old Maggie could be on the verge of finding a loving and lasting home with Florence and Linda. But laying down permanent roots means rooting out her fear of abandonment. And that requires a complex approach.
This is known as the layered system. You want to layer technique after technique.
Brandon's first weapon of choice, the bully stick.
A big reason dogs have separation anxiety is because they're plain and simply bored. So I place a bully stick down for her and I simply walk outside.
I'm not going far. I won't be gone long. Relax.
She has no interest in that bully stick. She's still freaking out.
From there, Brandon embraces a new layer, the anti-anxiety shirt.
It's basically a compression shirt. It actually works on a lot of dogs because when they feel this sort of hugging sensation, it calms them down.
Here. Same thing.
The clock is ticking by, and I'm seeing basically no progress at all.
For the next few days, Brandon incorporates more layers into Maggie's training. Food-based toys, a calming spray, even utilizing his own voice.
I record my voice for about 5 minutes. I loop it. Now my voice is constantly playing. Separation anxiety can often be the main. But what I see is disappointing. There's absolutely no change. I feel like I'm fighting an uphill battle. Very few dogs have ever shown me what she just showed me. This right here goes beyond what a dog trainer can actually teach her. So at this point, I'm gonna have to take a step back and rethink my entire game plan.
Maggie may be a sweet and gentle Spaniel mix, but she's proving to be one of the most challenging cases of separation anxiety that Brandon has ever seen.
In Maggie's mind, she's truly convinced that the world is coming down on her when she's left alone. Quality of life is very important to me, and at this point, quality of life is something that Maggie does not have. I'm gonna need a little help from an outside source.
And an opportunity presents itself at Maggie's follow-up.
Beautiful. Beautiful. You did a really good job treating her ears. The infection is gone.
Dr. Nardi, ears aside, there's something else I wanted to talk to you about.
Sure.
This past week, I've been working with her, and
Okay.
I noticed she has really bad separation anxiety. And
Okay.
it's up there with amongst the worst I've ever seen. Usually when I train a dog that has this sort of issue, by now I would have made some sort of progress. But with her, I can't seem to break through that first barrier. Is there any medication that could help her? Because from where I'm standing, she's not happy.
There are several medications on the market. That being said, medication alone is not going to do the trick. If we're going to do medications, you have to continue training. You know, the medications will just kind of take the edge off, and then the training will hopefully help modify and change the undesired behaviors.
Yeah.
Got Maggie's medication in the bag. So what you're going to do is you're going to give one pill twice a day, okay? And then we'll touch base in 4 to 6 weeks, and you can let me know how she's doing.
Thanks so much, doctor.
You're welcome.
I'll keep you updated.
Sounds good.
All right, it's for your own good. Take it. I'm with Dr. Nardi on this. This is not a permanent solution. This is just a part-time fix. Much better, right?
Over the next week, Brandon continues Maggie's medications. And the results are astounding. Not only is she calmer on her own,
Stay.
she's also grasping the common commands.
Good, good, good. Maggie, come on.
Her mind is actually in a place where she's starting to learn things.
Good, good, good. There's a come. Good.
No. Okay. Okay. This was something that really wasn't possible before these meds.
Having achieved the breakthrough he so desperately hoped for, Brandon awards Maggie her green graduation collar.
There. You look good in green. All right, come on. Let's get you home.
2 short weeks ago, Maggie's severe separation anxiety dominated her life. But with the help of medication and a foundation in training, she was able to escape the confines of her own fear. But now, time is of the essence.
The more comfortable she grows at the Lucky Dog Ranch, it's going to be more confusing for her in the long run. I need to quickly get her to her new home and start the weaning process of the medication so Maggie can finally have a clear understanding what a real home is.
Hi, Maggie.
Come say hi.
Oh my goodness. Hi, sweetie.
I went to the front door. There was Brandon, and in his arms, he had Maggie. It was just amazing.
Look at your little face.
She has such a sweet little face. She has big brown eyes, and I think we connected.
What do you think? You can live with it?
Oh,
Yes.
I think so.
Good.
I let them finish having their moment, and then I sat them both down on the couch because we had to have a very important conversation. I explained to them about the medication This is just a part-time fix. Here's the game plan. I want you to keep her on the medication for about 6 weeks. After 6 weeks, she's gonna feel comfortable in her own home. Once she has this reference point, we start tapering her off the drugs.
It's really comforting that Brandon and the vet have come up with a solution for her, and we'll be happy for her to come through that and be very comfortable with us.
So having said that, let's show her the backyard. The best part for me was seeing Maggie take her first steps in her new forever home. This is not a part-time home. This is not a shelter. This place is forever, and Maggie is finally home. You're home.
We've been missing a dog, and here she is, and it just makes my heart feel full.
Take care of her.
We will.
She's a good girl. She just needs to feel comfortable.
Thank you, Brandon. We will.
Thank you. We already love her.
So long, Maggie. A couple months later, I get the phone call that I've been waiting for.
Linda and Florence have weaned Maggie off her medication.
It has really worked. She's very calm. She's happy. She doesn't seem to get upset when we leave her. Thanks again, Brandon.
Thanks, Florence.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Dogs are loyal pack animals, instinctively wired to form lasting bonds. But some bonds mean more than just simple companionship. Such was the case with Curie, a 2-year-old German Shepherd chosen for a higher mission in life, becoming a service dog for retired Marine Sergeant Major James Schickel.
We as veterans, we walk around with a lot of things that are inside of us, and we don't really know how to talk about it. I wound up going to the VA for a hearing appointment. All of a sudden, this sound comes over the speakers, and it was an open mic. I broke down, started crying. I didn't know what was going on with me, and I was really confused and upset. And then I realized that there was an incident that occurred back in Iraq. I was on a convoy operation. All of a sudden, I hear on the radio that there's a vehicle that's approaching at a high rate of speed. And I'm watching the vehicle, and I'm telling everybody, eyes on, and the vehicle detonated. And the last thing I heard was the open mic. We have the stigmatism in the Marine Corps. You drive on and, just you can endure anything, but, they don't really teach you psychologically how this stuff is going to affect you.
Inspired by the positive effect of service dogs on the veteran community, James reached out to Brandon.
How do you think a dog could benefit you?
In my situation, I know that it would help me with my PTSD that I deal with and try to cope with on a daily basis.
Are you physically disabled at all?
Somewhat. I mean, I can manage, but I have a pretty bad back. My knees are pretty shot, so from time to time, my little ones will want to tie my shoes or pick up something I might have dropped to alleviate me from having to kneel down. So, knowing that a service dog could be beneficial in that aspect would be great.
And Curie fits the profile.
She's a very calm, very loving dog. And this is something that cannot be taught. And this makes her the perfect candidate for someone like James with PTSD.
But before the wheels of Curie's adoption can officially get moving, James will need to pass a requisite home check. And for that, Brandon enlists some help.
Chris Kaiser from our sponsor Turf Mud is going to stop by to meet Curie, and I'm going to ask him to go to James Schickel's house to see his setup, get a feel for his family, and see if his yard's adequate for a dog.
That's Curie.
Hi, Curie.
She's in training to become a service dog for a disabled veteran. He lives a couple hours away out in Rancho Cucamonga.
I'm going to be out there working with the school on our Turf Mud program. Turf Mud is an education program, but it's also a dog, a real rescue dog who goes to school to help kids learn about the outdoors and be environmental stewards. Remember, nature starts at your back door, and who knows your yard best? Your dog. Can I help you in any way?
If you want to stop by his house and check out his layout, it'll be a big help to me because I'm swamped with training her. I don't have time.
I'm happy to do it. It's all about kids and the outdoors, so I'd be happy to do it. James, how are you? I'm Chris Kaiser. So here I am at the Schickel home, and it's terrific space. We've got a beautiful yard here. It's perfect for family and for pets. Here in California, you've got a drought situation, but one of the great things about what you've done here is turf grass. Turf grass will go brown, it'll go dormant, and it comes back when the rains come. So you've got a backyard?
I do.
Let's take a look.
Okay, come on.
When I went out back, the rear yard is much like the front yard. It's really well adapted.
Hey guys, this is Chris. Brandon sent him down to take a look at the front yard and the backyard.
Hi, ladies. It's very nice to meet you. With all this turf, it's really good for families and kids and dogs. It's tough, it's almost indestructible. One of the challenges with the family dog space is that if you've got a lot of plants and ornamentals, they may not take the abuse. And what's one of the nice things about this green carpet is it'll take the abuse.
Well, I hope that based on his visit that he's happy with what he sees, and I hope he reports that back to Brandon and just elevates us to a level of where we're gonna definitely get this dog.
What's up, Chris?
Brandon, I just left the Schickles house,
Right?
and it's a terrific spot.
Good, good.
I'm really delighted to be able to report back to Brandon that this is a turf mud approved place.
It's good enough for you, it's good enough for me. All right, moving on. Thanks, man.
With the home check out of the way, Brandon focuses on Kiri's natural instinct to retrieve.
The big question is, how do I get that dog that likes to retrieve balls to retrieve more unorthodox objects? I do it through a process known as bridging.
This starts with a toy and a dumbbell.
I cut a strip out of the ball, just big enough to where the ball fits around the dumbbell.
You know what this is?
I hold the dumbbell up in front of her, and I say the words, pick it up.
Pick it up.
And naturally, she grabs the ball part of the dumbbell.
Good, that's a pick it up. That's a pick it up.
As she's holding it, I'm praising her, letting her know what she's doing is right. Then I say the words, give it here, and naturally she releases the ball. So this process gets repeated over and over a few times.
Whoa, that's a give it here. Okay.
From there, what I do is I cut that ball in half. Technically, the ball is still there, but now it's gotten smaller.
Pick it up. Good, that's a hold it.
Brandon continues to cut away sections of the ball until finally, only the dumbbell remains.
The dumbbell will be a bridge to more practical household items. But right now, it all starts with this dumbbell.
Give it here. Good, that's a give it here. Nice.
The bridge has been formed.
Nice.
Now that Kiri understands the fundamentals of the retrieve, Brandon bridges the command to common household objects.
Over the last few months, I've worked overtime to turn Kiri into a phenomenally trained service dog. And Kiri, she definitely rose to the challenge. But this all means nothing if her and James can't form their own bond.
That means putting this new partnership to the test.
So over and over, object after object, we practice all around his house, making sure that anytime he dropped anything, she would physically assist him with it. But what I was showing James was just the tip of the iceberg. Kiri is also a psychological service dog. Bonding is the most important part of this whole process. You can't force it, you can't rush it, and you definitely can't fake it.
Yes, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
And as the day wears on, the truth of this new partnership reveals itself. The bond has taken hold.
I watched this new friendship form right in front of my very eyes. These two were perfect for each other.
What do you think, James? You got it from here?
I got it from here, Brandon.
So long, Kiri. Be good.
Friendships come in all shapes and sizes, but not all friendships come easy. That was the case with Sky, an extremely skittish 1.5-year-old white shepherd. Hoping to find Sky a nurturing home, Brandon reached out to lifelong animal lover April Falwell. But the home visit took an unexpected turn.
I have a horse, so it would be great if the dog was able to be okay around horses.
The fact is, even if April's horse is good with all dogs, I can't guarantee that Sky is good with all horses. So the first step in this process is to expose Sky to horses. So today, I'll be taking her to horse country. Most likely, Sky has never seen a horse in her entire life. And the worst thing you can do with a dog that's never seen a horse is walk the dog right up to the horse, face to face. You could freak the dog out pretty bad.
Introductions must first be made from a safe distance.
I want to get her used to the smells, to the sights, to the sounds of the horse.
As Sky remains relaxed, Brandon reinforces her behavior with treats. Then, it's time to get a little closer.
Okay, come on. Nice and easy.
I make sure I follow the horse at a very safe distance, 30, 40, 50 feet behind.
Easy, easy.
I'm seeing her reactions. I'm seeing if her ears are perked up. And honestly, she wasn't fazed at all. And how well will Sky walk right next to April when April's walking the horse? And although Sky has been conditioned around horses, she's not conditioned to this horse. So now the real test begins.
Hey, boo. Hey, boo.
So for safety, I hook Sky up to a second leash. April technically is steering the ship, but if I see anything at all that's dangerous, I'm gonna step in and pull Sky out of the way. So we all started walking and doing our rounds together, taking it slow. It's always a really tricky situation when you have this many elements in one ballpark. I have a dog that I need to keep an eye on. I have a new handler, and to top it all off, I also have an 800-pound animal. I notice that April is getting more comfortable, so I slowly start backing off.
You're on your own. Good girl, Sky.
Not every person can do this. It takes a special kind of talent.
And April proves she's more than capable of managing the reins.
I realized that I not only made the right decision, but there was only one thing left to do.
Oh, there it is.
Hold on her.
There it is. Yes, you're Greenwood. It means the world to me to have a dog again. It's been the longest I've ever been without a dog, and I am just so happy.
So long, Sky. Be good.
For Anthony and Erica Basaccia, adopting a puppy represented an important rite of passage for their two young sons, Jack and Nick.
It's great to grow up with dogs, and I want to give my boys that same experience.
What do you guys do for fun?
We play outside and ride our bikes.
We play sports all the time, right? We love going to the beach.
Would you boys like a dog that plays fetch?
Yeah.
Yeah? All kids love that.
Luckily, Brandon already has a dog in mind, a spunky 6-month-old border collie mix named Bandit.
When I did my initial assessment of Bandit, I noticed that he had the natural ability to want to fetch. It's called prey drive. Border collies are known to have it. So capitalizing on that prey drive, I'll be teaching Bandit the basic fundamentals of the retrieve on command.
But this exercise isn't solely for Bandit's benefit.
I want to do it for the kids. When you're a kid, nothing is more fun than having a dog that fetches on command.
But fetching is a 2-part process.
When I throw a toy, he wants to naturally go chase it, but he doesn't understand the basic theory of bringing it back to me on command. That's where the lunge line comes in. I hook him up on the lunge line, and I throw the toy. Go get it. Get it, get it, get it. Good. Now bring it back. This is where I start reeling him in, much like a fishing line.
Oh, that's a bring it back to me.
Get it. So over and over, time and again, I throw the toy around the yard. I don't give him a treat. I treat it as a game. I want to bring him as close back to his instincts as possible. So because he's been conditioned with the lunge line so much, I can now pop it off, because now it's like muscle memory.
And on the day of the union, Jack and Nick try out Bandit's new skill.
Throw it. Go, 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 go. There you go. Now say, bring it here. Bring it, bring it.
Bring it.
I remember when I was a kid, it was so fun having a dog that fetches on command, showing off to all your friends. And maybe these kids can live that life too.
Dogs love the companionship of other dogs, but not all new relationships are love at first sight. Such was the case with Hazel and Fiona.
Fiona is really sweet, but she definitely has some apprehension around new situations.
The moment we all walked in the barn, Hazel, a party animal she is, she got right in Fiona's face and said, play with me, play with me. And right there, Fiona went into full retreat mode.
Fiona, it's okay.
The only thing that was running through my mind is, great, the deal is off. How long does it usually take for her to accept dogs?
Well, it kind of depends on the dog.
And right at that moment, Fiona allowed Hazel into her personal space. And that was a glimmer of hope that I needed. What I'm gonna have you guys do is something called positive scent association. Dogs explore the world through their noses. This collar has Hazel's scent all over it. Every single thing you do with this collar on, I want it to be positive. I want you to feed her, play with her. That way, when I bring Hazel to your house, this collar will have done its job, and Fiona will feel a lot more comfortable with Hazel coming into her territory. Now, here's the only problem. It's not guaranteed with every dog. Will it work with Fiona and Hazel? There's only one way to find out.
Over the next week, John and Liz acclimate Fiona to Hazel's scent. Now they find out if all their hard work has paid off.
Fiona, come here.
Hey, Fiona.
Hey, come here. Come here. As they greet each other, they go nose to nose and their bodies instantly posture up. There's really no telling what's gonna happen next.
But then, a moment of recognition.
I could tell right there that something had changed in Fiona. It was as if her nose kicked in, and she said, "Hey, I know you." So what do you guys think? From what I'm seeing, it looks like they're getting along, but you know your dog way better than me.
You know, I was kind of apprehensive, but it seems to be okay. I think they're going to be great friends.
7-month-old Gemma has never met a stranger.
You're very sweet. It doesn't take a genius to figure that one out.
And that enthusiasm could make her the perfect ambassador for Debbie Pollock's Bed and Breakfast.
I actually have 2 rooms that I rent out to guests. It's been a lot of fun, it's a lot of work, and I have met the most wonderful people.
Since Gemma is going to be an ambassador at a B&B, she needs to learn to be a well-mannered dog with people there and, more importantly, without people there. So today I'll be setting up the spy cam to see what kind of trouble she gets into when I'm not in the room. She's a 7-month-old puppy. What could possibly go wrong? The very second I walk out of the house, she kicks it into high gear. She walked to the coffee table. She tried jumping on top of the countertop, but she quickly realized she wasn't a mountain climber. After what I just saw, I would be crazy to give her to Debbie. So the way I'll be training this is with my favorite tool, the penny bottle.
As before, Brandon sets up the spy cam, then steps out of the room. And it doesn't take long for Gemma to sniff out trouble.
So quickly, I break into the room and I say the word off, shake the penny bottle, followed by an off command once again. Off! This startles her. Yeah, I'm watching you. I see you. The key to training this and solving the issue is timing. If I don't time it correctly, I'll regress her in the training. She won't understand what's going on. Now she's starting to grasp the concept because she understands every time her paws touch something besides the floor or the couch, she'll be reprimanded with the off command followed by the penny bottle. Off!
Gemma appears to be taking the lesson to heart.
Now I'm waiting anxiously. A few minutes goes by, nothing. She's on the couch sitting there. And then a few more minutes go by. 45 minutes later, 1 hour later, she's still sitting there on the couch, content. I'm not gonna shake it. Gemma's doing very well right now, but the real question is, how will she do at her new home?
The next day, Gemma checks in to Debbie's B&B. And not only does she prove her maturity, she also takes her concierge duties poolside, greeting Debbie's house guests.
She actually impressed me though. She wasn't overbearing with the guests. She went up to them, showed respect, showed manners. I'll tell you what, just for that, wardrobe change, my friend. Come here. Let's get this out of here. Here. Try that one. Come here. Well, what do you think?
I think she's amazing.
Yeah, she is. She's all yours. Take care of her.
I will.
So long, Gemma.